So this is just kind of a random little thing. So I'm out here working on the Super Bee, and one thing that I wanted to do, and this is just a couple pieces, is kind of just a test example. I want to repaint and kind of restore, so to speak, these dash pieces for the car. So what I've done so far is I've taken a clean rag and wiped the dirt off, and then I used some spray away glass cleaner and just and a towel here. And here's the let me grab it here. Here's the glass cleaner I used. I just sprayed those down, made sure they were all clean, and wiped them. Kept on spraying and wiping until the towel was clean. So there should not be any contaminants in on the surface, at least. And this is just kind of a test example. And what I'm going to do is I've got this semi-gloss black here, and I'm going to see if this will, first of all, if it'll stick. Second of all, how it looks as far as the finish. And then after that, I'm going to get one of those chrome pens and go through and hit like this area here and around the little spots that it's supposed to be chrome, or it might just even be silver, but it'll at least look good. And by all means, before anybody else says it, this is not a amazing quality restoration part. This is just something I'm doing myself for $5 in my garage for a car that the paint isn't even being touched, and it's going to be a little bit of a patina car, a little bit of kind of a ratty car. So anyways, I'm going to shake this up a little more, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. So paint's ready to go. I'm gonna try to film it. I know I only need one hand, but it might be a little bit shaky or off balance, but let's give it a shot, see what it looks like, see if this is going to be a viable option for us in the future for the rest of the dash. So let's get right to it here. Alright, that is first coat. I'll let that sit for, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes or so, and then I'm going to hit it with a second coat. I might end up doing 3 coats, but probably just 2. But as you can see, obviously it's thin in some spots because it's just first coat. But it really seems to go down pretty good as far as it's not building up where it's supposed to be textured, like from the factory. So looks good so far. Obviously it's got a kind of a glossy appearance right now because it's wet. Like it says, it's supposed to be a semi-gloss black. So we will come back to this in a couple minutes and do another coat, and then I will kind of bring you guys back when I get kind of a finished product. I'm not going to go through and do the little silver pen today. I don't think I have one available right now, but I will do that in an upcoming video. This is just kind of a short little thing I figured I'd show you guys. Another quick thing, I know I say this in the last few videos, but we are really close to 1,000 subscribers. At the time of this video, we are at 995. We're only 5 away. So if you would consider hitting that, that would be great. And I'll be back with you guys in a couple minutes. Well, we're back looking at the dash plastics that we did some kind of tests on. Kind of interesting results, I guess, is the way I would describe it. First of all, one little mistake I made, you can't really see it. Maybe you can, but it's so small that I'm not really going to mess with it. I did have a little bit of a lint get into the paint finish, so that's unfortunate, but it's so small that you don't notice it, and especially when it's in a dash, you won't notice it. So a couple things to note here. First of all, I didn't do the backside. There's no real need to do the backside. And when you're painting, make sure you do the edges real good, because those are parts that you don't really see in the car, but if it's loose on an edge, the paint might have a tendency to peel. So, my opinion, I like it. it's not quite what I expected. And what I mean by that is, and I'm going to do some touch up on this, it's a lot shinier than I thought, which that's okay, um, because I'm sure it'll dull slightly over time, and it will, how do I put this? When it's in a dash, it does not get very much direct sunlight. So, without a lot of light, a lot of sunlight especially, you don't notice the shine as much. So we can get this kind of more out in some light. This is not direct light or anything, but some more light outdoors here. You can see it's pretty nice. I'm going to go across this kind of top edge and do the chrome pen or the silver pen on that, and all the little lettering and like the rectangle around where the radio plate face goes. I'm going to go through and touch all that up. But as far as how it came out for a finish, I think it looks great. As you can see here, it didn't affect the texture, the pebble grain as they call it. It did not really affect that. I suppose if you were to lay it on really, really heavy, you could potentially affect it. But this did a good job as far as good, even, solid coverage. So, and then same thing here. I did have a little hair or lint or whatever up in there. You can't really see it. But same thing. I'm going to go across this edge right here with that silver. So, anyways, just kind of an update. I am going to continue this process with the rest of the dash. It's not 100% the way I wanted it to turn out, but I am happy with it, and it does look pretty good overall, and it's more than good enough for the quality that the rest of the dash is going to have. So, I'm going to continue. I'm going to do the piece that goes on the end of this. It's kind of an L-shaped piece that goes out here. And then I'm also going to do the actual gauge cluster itself and the other piece that goes on the other side. That covers where the AC vent would be if it was an air conditioning car, which this is not. But anyways, just kind of a quick little video. Definitely let me know what you think. Please consider subscribing. In the process of filming this video, I did accomplish the 1,000 subscriber goal, so thank you very, very much for that. I'm very happy, very pleased with that. Obviously could not have done it without you guys, and I'll be doing a full kind of video related to that. But anyways, I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.